It's release day! Again, I just dropped a brand new project called Ikari, which is me and Rich on vocals. This song particularly has Buster Odeholm doing the instrumental as well as mixing and mastering. It's just a crazy, heavy project. That's all we're doing with it. We're just going to keep writing crazy, heavy, less than 3-minute kind of songs. So be sure to go stream it right here. Click it, stream it, follow it up, as well as we're going to have the full music video live on my channel later today. So watch for that. And if you want to do reactions, any of that, again, there's no copyright claiming or any of that. So please be sure to go on, do it, add it to your playlists, talk about it, check it out. Fucking let's go. Enjoy some heavy, crazy fun.
Let me show you something.
I can already hear the Buster on it. Fuck off. What the fuck is that, Buster? Jesus Christ. Nik's vocals are getting a lot better from what I've heard. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, that was fucking... Nik said it was heavy, but... There's heavy and then there's...
This is gonna hurt.
Holy shit! Okay, so that was clearly one of those videos that you just sit back and allow your brain to try and absorb as much as possible because it was just from the get-go so intense. So I've listened to it once or twice more just to kind of round up my thoughts, and I've written them out here. So I'll just go through the pros first and then what I would consider the weak points of the track. Not exactly a con, but just something that I would maybe change. So we'll start off. First point I want to make from a pro standpoint is Buster Odeholm. If you have him on a track, it's an instant W. You are literally, you've just cracked the code. It's a cheat code. If you have Buster on a track, it automatically sounds amazing. Nik's vocals sounded great. Cool to see him branch out. I personally didn't like the trap metal venture, but this style definitely suits him more. Yeah, the Nik Knock trap thing, I don't know if that was a parody or if it was intentionally like that, but just personally for me, I didn't really love it. So I think that this style, the more serious style, actually suits his tone a lot more. Speaking of tone, I love the contrast between Richard and Nik's cadence. Richard's tone sounded naturally a little bit higher, which I feel makes the song less boring and repetitive. If it was just to be Nik on the track, I think Nik's tone is naturally a little bit more monotone and Richard's tone was kind of giving it that high end. So the cool back and forth was really cool. I always like tracks where vocalists go back and forth. I think the track length was perfect. Any longer and my ears would have likely started to bleed with how heavy it was. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it was just so heavy that I just don't think I could listen to anything beyond 3 minutes of that. It was so intense. Definitely a gym song to say the least. I liked the unique call out, and I think this is a testament. I believe Richard does reactions, or at least did at some point, or still does. I'm not sure. I've seen his name before, and that's where I was putting the connection there. So I believe Richard does reactions, and obviously Nik is one of the OGs in the reaction scene. So they're very smart in their marketing with the unique call out, where Nik says, like, it's not even like a call out, he just like speaks, everything kind of shuts off, and then they get into the breakdown. I think he says, what does he say? He says, oh, this is gonna hurt. And I feel like that is very intentional from a marketing standpoint, because videos like that just bang on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok. Like, I can imagine like the channels that have, I don't actually personally have a TikTok at the moment that I use. I need to get on that, but like even for YouTube Shorts, like something like a little 10-15 second clip of that moment will just, it just has a lot of viral, you know, potential. So I could see that being like a plan with the you know, the two involved with Nik and Richard. So that was smart. And then the only thing I would maybe touch on as a con or a weak point of the track is I would have liked to hear the lyrics. Not that I think that they may be that necessary, but sometimes these tracks, especially like that Project Vengeance, I feel like it's just, you feel like you're getting lost a bit in what's going on. It's so intense. There's so much going on. The swapping between vocalists, there's Buster's production, the intensity of Buster's playing is just so fucking heavy to screaming. It would be nice to kind of have some idea of what's actually happening. So I think it would have been nice to maybe have some lyrics overlaid on the video. It was completely inaudible to actually figure out what was going on. I was hearing, it sounded like they were chanting dick at the end, but I think it was tick maybe for like a clock. I don't know. Again, I've no lyrics supplementing it, so I don't actually know. So the actual context of the song is lost to me a little bit. So I'm really just here for the overall fucking massive crunchy production that is involved with, which is obviously, you know, massively thanks to Buster for what it is. I think that track is a strong, I'll go 7.9 on that one. I enjoyed it. Again, would have liked to kind of know what was going on. It's very just balls to the wall heavy. Not always my favorite music. Definitely a time and place for it, but I think it was done very well. Obviously, with Buster being involved, it's always going to sound gold. So yeah, shout out to Nik, shout out to Richard, shout out to Buster as well. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, guys, make sure you leave a like. The original video will be linked in the description. Shout out to Nik for sending these early. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm signing out. Look after yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.